Welcome to Standing Stones once again. Standing Stones is something that we started based off of our series in Matthew. Today is not going to be a regular video dealing with specific topics in Matthew. It's actually going to deal with kind of what's going on this year. Happy New Year. I did want to officially say that to everyone. Also, let everyone know what the regular schedule for Standing Stones will be. Standing Stones will basically be released by every Thursday. So I'll do at least one video a week, and hopefully that will be helpful to you. Hopefully that will be an encouragement to your soul. Again, 10, 15 minutes is all I'm really shooting for. Continue to preach through Matthew. If you've been reading with us, just finished up part of Matthew chapter 12, 1 through 21. We're going to continue on. We have Sanctity of Life Sunday coming up. We'll still be in Matthew for that. And we'll also continue until we're done. And then we'll kind of maybe do a summer series, maybe in the Old Testament for a little bit, just thematically talking about Leviticus and some other Levitical teachings and thematic things that will hopefully set up for Hebrews, which we will start in the fall. So our theme verse, of course, for the year being from Hebrews chapter 8, verse 6. He's now brought in a new covenant, a new ministry that's much more excellent than the old ministry, the ministry of Christ that he brings with better promises. And the better promises, of course, are now fulfilled in Jesus Christ for us, for all those who believe. So hope you will be watching with us. If you're not able to attend, we do miss you. If you've been watching and not able to attend, we do miss you. We're still praying through this COVID craziness, and it looks like it has not completely let up, and it might not for a while. Please do be careful. If you're able to come, we do encourage you to still attend if you possibly can. There's still plenty of seating and spacing and everything else. So we would love to see you if you're able to make it. Also, on Sunday evenings, we're doing vision talks. Several of you have been able to attend that, both in person and via Zoom and the fellowship hall, and we hope you can make it to those. I'll be updating those occasionally as well on here, in addition to Standing Stones. So I really hope that you will be able to come to those. We'll be dealing with just where has the church been? Where is it going? Kind of what are we hoping for the future? What am I seeing as the new pastor? As well as, strengths. I don't really think of it as weaknesses as much more as what can we build on? What's happened before and what can we now build on to continue the work of the ministry here at Salem Baptist? And a lot of it is just understanding how we're talking about things and understanding what page people are on and what do we value as a church, and what does our constitution and bylaws say, our covenant and our constitution and all those different things tell us something about our church, and we're going to kind of unpack some of that as well. So if you're fairly new to the church, or if you're unfamiliar with some of the vision or things that have happened even back in 2016 when the church adopted the constitution and bylaws, this will be a great jumping on point to understand better what the church is about and what we care about. I've been talking with the elders about these things and the staff and many of you, and you are encouraged to be a part of this conversation. I'm going to be teaching for maybe 15, 20 minutes each week on things like biblical structures. What does it mean to have a solid, sound theology of the church, and also a question of structures in the church as far as the biblical offices of the church, what those offices are supposed to be doing, how committees work, things like that as well. And then some of the other, what we're calling trellis work, which is part of the budget. We just adopted a new budget, what that budget shows that we value, and how we continue to work towards new ideas. Same old vision in many ways, because in some sense, the vision is always gospel proclamation. that the gospel would be known, uh, not just here in Salem Baptist, but throughout the valley, throughout our state, our country, our world. That is our hope. That is our joy. That is our commission. That's what God has called us to do as a people, being faithful followers to Him. So I hope you will attend. I hope you will watch. If you can't physically come, I hope you'll send me questions. Feel free to email and or text, whatever works best for you. Things you would like to see, things that you might have questions on yourself. As we make clarifications, we had kind of an intro last week to those conversations. We are doing the Zoom links, so if you want a Zoom link, please let us know so that you can join us. And then in February, we're going to be doing a seminar about what Catholics believe and how our Catholic friends believe different things than we do, but why it's important to understand the differences and how we still can minister to and love them, as well as understanding what we believe and trying to stick to what we think the Bible teaches about the truth. So those convictions as well, and what makes us distinct as the type of church we are and what type of beliefs we actually hold to. So hope that you will come for that as well. After we finish up with the Catholic seminar, we're only doing one seminar just because of the numbers. Quite frankly, we're not having a lot of people as far as that goes. Lord willing, COVID calms down here in the next few months. Then we will go back to having multiple seminars when we see more people getting out and feeling more comfortable. But until then, we'll only be having one seminar at a time, and we feel like we can support that as a staff with our technology base, everything else that we have going on. We're trying to be wise in how we do that and try and do it well. The next thing after the Catholic talks will be Theology 101. It's a basic systematic theology. In other words, what is theology? Why is it important to our church? How it's unpacked, some of the basic things that people understand about theology. We'll be using some resources and talking about those things. Hopefully that'll be encouraging to you, and that'll be a whole church-wide talk as well. after John Feldenzer helps us out with our Catholic discussions. So, and I hope it will be helpful to you. So the vision discussions will go basically until around the end of January. We have at least 3 more talks on that. We might have a 4th, depending on discussion. These are not business meetings or ministry meetings. These are things that I hope will clarify vision for the church each year. I would love to see this as a refocus time each and every year for the church, actually, just to help us refocus on what it is we say we believe and how that's going to be worked out in the church. Of course, COVID's thrown a wrench into everything. Hate talking about it even, but it's just the reality of where we live. So we understand too that as we do ministry, things are going to look a little different. But it doesn't mean we don't plan. It doesn't mean we don't have hope, and that we don't still focus on the gospel and the ministries that go on around here. So hope you will come and support those things. Thank you for your support this past year, not only in prayer and attendance and watching this video, other videos, but also your financial giving as well, just your faithful giving. We understand how difficult that might be, especially during a time like this where so many people are struggling. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep being faithful. Remember that you're part of the faith once for all delivered to the saints, and that you're part of the new covenant that has been created by the better promises that are found in Jesus Christ. Remember that He is your hope, and that this year, as we live life for the glory of God together, that yes, we can do it by the grace of God, for the glory of God, and we will trust Him to continue to give us that grace. Thanks for your time, and hope you will be able to watch our next video very soon. Have a great week.